Hi, this is Matt with State of Flux here, and happy Pi Day, everybody. That's right, it's March 14th, or 3.14, and what better day to celebrate the movie Pi by Darren Aronofsky than today? This is a movie that I saw once back in around 2002, and I was not impressed with it. I had a friend who really wanted to rent this movie. We saw it, and I was like, that was the most pretentious douche movie I've ever seen, was I think what I said right after the movie stopped. And guess what? I grew up to be one. So revisiting it again today, I was really impressed with this film. I don't know what it was that I didn't like. Maybe it was just unlike anything I'd ever seen before, and that was what pulled me away, but it really wrote me in this time. And of course, by this point in my life, I've seen several of Darren Aronofsky's films, and well, I don't always love them. He always swings for the fences, and I always have to applaud that. This does have a lot of Aronofsky-isms that I think back in the day were referred to as like Lynchian kind of filmmaking techniques. But Aronofsky's a filmmaker in his own right and established himself thusly, so I think we can call him Aronofsky-isms at this point. There's a lot of religious symbolism woven into the fabric of the film and also into the narrative. Like, it becomes very apparent that this film has a steep understanding, or asks the viewer to accept a lot of religious talk in the film, which really works for me for this movie specifically. But you can see the influence this movie had on other films. Particularly, I think the visual language of this movie is echoed quite a bit in The Matrix. The Matrix is a film that I think borrows heavily from both this film and Dark City, both of which came out in 1998. And I think it's irrefutable. Even like the opening moment of this film feels like it's a direct lift into The Matrix. This is a movie that I think, one of the things I really like about Aronofsky is he's a filmmaker governed by genre filmmaking, but never makes a movie that lives into any particular genre. He's his own kind of brand of filmmaker. I guess the closest I would attribute this film would be a mathematical thriller, and it's easily one of the best two that I've ever seen, the other being Cube, which I think came out the year before this movie did. But the film operates under a lot of horror conventions, and I think that was what I didn't like about it the first time I saw it. Was I was watching it thinking I was going to be watching a horror movie. I believe when we pulled it off the wall it was in the horror section, and it's not a horror film, yet it operates under the conventions of one filmically. And you'll see that with a lot of his movies. Requiem for a Dream operates very much as a genre film, but it only in using different elements of genre filmmaking styles. You get that with Mother, of course, and even to some extent, from what I have seen of The Whale, it borrows different genre technique in the storytelling devices of that film, or Noah, or certainly Black Swan. And that's something that's always been appealing to me. So I came away with this having been glad that I decided to review this film for Pi Day. And I hope you give it another chance too if you've only seen it one time and maybe were a little dismissive. I like that it's very experimental now. I like the look of the film, the feel of the film, the unease that the film just generally leaves you with throughout the entire 90-minute runtime. It's very effective. I give this a very firm 3.5 stars. What do you think of the film Pi? If you're unsure, you can watch it streaming for free on YouTube right now, which is how I watched it. So give this film a watch, and let me know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.